Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's wild card weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wild card game. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Wentz. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Wentz now on 1st down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wentz. He's got Fuller. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 36. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
No score after one on EA Sports. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Gibson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Wentz. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. He completes it to Julio Jones. Touchdown, L.A. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
a leader, right?
To make a big play. Yeah. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brendan?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team. But he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys, because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's got some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 72 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run with Gibson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Donovan Peoples-Jones there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And That makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. On play action, Wentz. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Brings up 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Shotgun now for Wentz. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Wentz. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now, Wentz again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now Wentz on third down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. On play action, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. It's complete to Fuller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Wentz now to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Into the red zone, Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Parkey with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gibson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Wentz now on first down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wentz got to have this one. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. Wentz going to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, Wentz. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Parkey adds the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 20-yard line.
A give running right, Gibson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning managed meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary and you give up a big one.
The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Man open, here is Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Throwing on first is Wentz. Touchdown! Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Parkey with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now White on the return. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And now off to the races, down the right side. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. Dancing to his left. Connecting with Hill. And he'll be out right at the 35. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Their season ends